Hi Aquarius, I'm Ronan, and bear with me. So, before we get into the reading, before these cards start popping out, I want you to know that my information will be below. That will be my website, my Instagram, and the link to book a reading directly. You can book a personal session, an extended reading for this reading, or a consultation session. And there are bundles available as well. Let's get into it. When I pre-shuffled to get into your energy, I got the moon in reverse. Ace of Wands. First card out is Ace of Wands. I think that you have come into some really new energy. And it's made you, I don't know, it's inspiring in a way, maybe in all ways, but it almost comes off as just something about yourself that you've learned or that you're learning. Six of Cups and the Fool card. So Six of Cups tells me, yeah, something about yourself, something that's always been there, but you weren't particularly in touch with, and now that you are, you're just like running with it. Because, what's done is done, and now that you know, you know. Right. Seems so simple, but there's more to it. The Death card, right. There's more to it. So, really new energy. Feels like you really are saying goodbye to an old part of yourself that you held on to for a very long time. Queen of Swords. And so now you're much more no nonsense than you used to be. Maybe that also means less tolerant, less patient. Four of Swords, maybe not less patient. Although Four of Swords is not necessarily about patience. It's just like, I hear really being sure. Really being sure. But then once you're sure, I think there's something, though, that you are waiting about. It may involve someone else. Five of Swords, from the Four to Five of Swords. So you're waiting. I think there's something you have to do that you don't want to do. And you're just waiting for the right time, whatever that means to you, because that doesn't really exist. It's never the right time. Everything happens in its perfect timing. So it just is what it is. But, Queen of Swords, it just is what it is. And I think you know that. But I think this is scary for you because of what will be lost. Maybe who will be lost. I know you don't like to let people down. Then again, okay, we have the Five of Wands, King of Cups, Magician, and the Judgment card. Okay, so this the reason you're taking so long to decide, or the reason you're taking so long to actually do it, is because you feel conflicted. You know, you're really you really feel for this person or this thing, but I think you're realizing that. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. So sorry. I was saying that, you know, you don't like to let people down. You really don't. But it's not to the point where, or maybe it had gotten to the point where you know, just stop thinking about yourself as much. And I mean, it's time to think about yourself. 9 of Wands is what popped out. But right now I am on the Magician and the Judgment card. I think this is going to change a lot for you. Or maybe it will. Yes, it will change a lot for you. But also, something about the Magician and the Judgment card is making me feel like you didn't expect to have this much power. You didn't expect for this thing. Okay, all right. So come the 3rd week of December, if granted, if in the 2nd week you finally come to terms with whatever it is you have to do, and you do that thing, come around the 3rd week of December, things will change. It's like things are going to make a turnaround almost immediately. And this is not only going to be energetically, but this is going to be in terms of your circumstances and your money as well, your resources. Suddenly you will feel freed up to make some different decisions, some different choices than you had before. And I think it's going to make you feel like, well, fuck, is that all I had to do? And you might get caught up in thinking, you know, about all the things you could have had done up until now. But that is only going to cage you. 8 of Swords, that's only going to take you back a few steps. And you don't want to do that. You don't need to do that. I don't know why there's so much. Okay, there we go. And then after that, you have the Star card. So, back in your power. It's the Aquarius card. So, okay. So go ahead and have your brief period of oh man, I wish I would have. Fine. But don't stay in that too long, because 2 of Swords, because that could keep you from and then the Tower card. That can keep you from, I don't know, I feel just like hesitant energy. It's like you let go of the coulda, woulda, shouldas, but not all the way. It's possible that you get caught up in, you know, how much time you may have lost and how much, or you may feel like you've lost, or how much progress you feel like you could have made. Don't get caught up in that, really. It's really important for you not to get caught up in that, because between the Star and the Tower card and the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, you could take yourself to a whole other level by the end of December, and just in time for the new year. I think you're going to, sorry about that. I think you're going to start off the new year in a much different place than you thought you would even be in like a day ago. Like whatever it is you have to do, whatever it is you have to say, it's going to change things. It's absolutely going to change things. And I think initially it will be very scary. But then once you let go of just the things you've had, the ideas you've had built in your mind, once you let go of those and accept the new ones, and just allow the new ones to flow through you and out of you so that you can start putting them into action right away, then you will take yourself to a much higher level. You have the Fool card, the Death card, the Magician, Judgment, the Star card, and the Tower with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. I don't think anything I'm telling you is unknown to you. I feel like you are just really wanting to hear somebody say it. And if that's the case, I'm saying it. Whatever it is that you wanted to hear, I'm saying it. You didn't need to hear that. But now that you are you actually going to follow through? You know what's best. You know what's best here. You know what you need to let go of. You know what you need to release. I don't have to tell you that. Maybe you don't want to see, I'm looking back at this Two of Swords, maybe you don't want to admit that things will be better once you do. Maybe that hurts you. Maybe because of, whoever that affects, or, whoever that doesn't include, or, just something that you've been avoiding. But this isn't news. This isn't news. It's like if you've been asking yourself, what's holding me back? What's holding me back? And you genuinely feel like you don't know. But this one thing keeps popping up in mind, and you're just like, well, no, it can't be that. No, it is that. It's that. That's exactly what it is. So let's look weekly. The first week, I think maybe you'll get a glimpse of what things will be like, or how things will go once you just like make the jump, release, have the conversation, let go, whatever it is that you need to do. Then in the second week, you give it your best shot, and it's not the most pleasant thing at first, but it's, that it's because it's working itself out. You have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. That's just the way that things have to be. That's just the consequences of the actions and the reactions, and not necessarily a punishment. So don't think of it as a punishment. And then in the third week, you might be in your feelings. Make sure that you don't make emotional decisions. Don't be impulsive. But, give yourself a break. But, there's something very specific wanting to come through for this third week. Answer the call. That's what I'm getting. Answer the call. Answer the call. You may not want to, but answer the call. I'll leave it at that. And then the fourth week, you might be incredulous. Like, you might just be it may just be hard for you to believe everything that's happened in this month, and even furthermore, to believe what's coming for you. But it's coming. So you should prepare for that. You should get rid of any... This lock annoys me. You should get rid of any like second guessing, and just like really take that last week. Excuse me. Just really take that last week and be sure. Be sure about yourself. Be sure about your power. Be confident. This is you. Like, what's coming is you. It's all you. And you know it. And you know it. You don't have to force anything. I'm looking at this high priestess. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to, you don't have to go out of your way to understand anything. Like, this is literally just going to be you and your element. This thing coming in January. This new venture that you're going to be pursuing in January. Your whole world's getting ready to shift. Yeah. Something's going to be totally different than you thought it was going to be for the rest of your life. And that starts at the end of the month. So I'm really excited for you. I hope you choose to take a lesser amount of time to like be in your feelings and to like wish and do the coulda, woulda, shoulda shit, and just like move forward. I'll leave it there. My information is going to be below if you want an extended reading. Do what you want with the video. Don't really care what you do with the video. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. I hope that you feel it. I hope that you feel it. If this doesn't resonate, or even if it does, make sure you check your moon and rising signs as well, okay? I may do a mid-month video, but I'm not sure. So I will see you next year. Bye.